I must be an old guy. Now I have a Medicare card in my pocket. Wow. Makes me older than Joe, the guy who's interviewing this. I have nose hairs, probably older than Joe. He's a good guy.
I was born in 1986.
Yikes. I have an ingrown toenail older than And I can tell you this, I'm probably in the best shape of the whole family, even though I'm the oldest guy. God, it's just amazing. I got a whole bunch of fat relatives. Disgusting. I have a weight room down in the basement, and I try to eat right, and I'm out walking around. I was out yesterday, walking around the dike and Quabbin. Plus, I'm out all the time anyhow, sniffing the good air. And I don't smoke or drink, or eat fried foods. So, how old are you again? Well, they know I'm the oldest one in the bunch. Don't even ask how old I am. I'm John Green from Belchertown, Massachusetts, originally from Philadelphia. I'm a naturalist and nature photographer. The nature thing's been around since I was probably 10 or 11 years old. Now I'm just a big kid still involved in nature. But there's so much involved, and so many subjects involved in regards to nature, and nature photography just grabs my attention. Even though I'm from Philadelphia and was surrounded by people all the time. Shortly after deciding to become a naturalist, I was down at a place called Brigantine National Wildlife Refuge in New Jersey, right near Atlantic City. And I think my third trip there, I was just enamored with the place, even though it was man-made. And I decided that I should learn how to photograph the kinds of things I would be seeing from then on. And it would be an excellent way to show people some of the beautiful things I was seeing. And that's where the idea was born to become a photographer. I figured it took 10 years before I knew what the hell I was doing with a camera. I figured out which end to look through real quick. That was kind of a no-brainer. A couple of pictures of your nose tells you real quick you got to turn that thing around. But it was a while before I got the idea of how to use light and how to compose, and light was the critical thing. And now I can really pinpoint my exposures, and it's a challenge, but it's a challenge that I really enjoy as much now as I did back in the, well, I can't say in the 70s because I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but one I've enjoyed for a long time and can't see myself doing anything else, actually. Although once in a while one has to eat. So I have a few part-time jobs to supplement the money I don't get through photography. But it's one of those things that if you really want some soul-searching satisfaction with a project or life's work, photography seems to be it. I mean, I lead nature walks, bird walks in the spring, general nature walks the rest of the year. Teach photography workshops, offer slideshows, nature slideshows, and hang up photo exhibits in museums and whatnot. And up to this point, I've made a little bit of money, especially with the slideshows and the workshops, but not enough to kind of jump off on my own. I really like to be able to not do anything but nature stuff. Forget about all the other things that I do. It gets a little bit tiresome, always reaching and grabbing for the future. I mean, I probably made some mistakes. I wanted to be a naturalist, so at all costs, I kept pursuing that and didn't do the things I could have done. They even told me what I could do to get promoted. And the higher, the more pay you get when you retire, the more you get during retirement. I didn't think about that. Be responsible for your actions. Not that I did anything bad, but I didn't really prepare for this part of my life. So I'm still out working like a crazy man. Right now, the thing I regret is I have to work jobs I don't like so that I could continue to do the photography and the nature stuff. I can't complain about it. I mean, we got to do some neat things, see some neat places. Hey, you reap what you sow, as my mother used to always tell me. She had all these nice sayings. You reap what you sow, and if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. I don't know where Mom came up with all that stuff, but I think there's a mother's handbook. My father's famous line was, "Don't let other people get you in trouble," which, boy, those things that they told me, just, you never forget them, kind of guide you through life. And there's one time I remember, I had just gone past a place called Enfield Lookout. I think I was walking back to the car, and the quiet, all of it just kind of envelops you. And I realized the only thing I was hearing was a little stream that came from the right, went under the road, under a culvert, and then came out again on the left, just barely gurgling. And the wind blowing, it was this time of year, so there were less leaves on the trees then than there are today, way less. And I could hear the wind whistling through the trees, and I heard just a little tapping sound. And being a birder, I thought, must be a woodpecker. Kept looking. There was a black birch on the other side of the road. And that tapping sound was one leaf, and it may have been the only leaf left on that tree, whacking up against a branch. So it was that sound, the wind, and the stream, and absolutely nothing else. As I walked to the car from that point, it was kind of upsetting to realize that for a lot of people, that would not be a special moment. And that's not, what's so, why would you even stop? I don't get it. Wow. And because they don't get it, it could be the reason why the environment's in the stage it is right now, and sort of in a stage of decline. Different systems are falling apart. Those people, they're looking for something. They have to go travel around the world, or say they've been to Europe, or do something that costs a lot of time and money, and may even be out of reach. But that something is what would be satisfying to them. Whereas I have the joy now of just taking that experience along with all the other experiences. And as far as I'm concerned, that's my Mecca. Paradise. I've been to the mountaintop. Something that simple. If you can take simple stuff, you're almost always satisfied.